Bob the Builder. Can we fix it? Bob the Builder. Yes, we can. Scoop, Muck, and Dizzy, and Rolly too. Lofty and Wendy join the crew. Bob and the gang have so much fun. Working together, they get the job done. Bob the Builder. Can we fix it? Bob the Builder. Yes, we can. Milchard and Bird, Travis and Spud, playing together like good friends should. Bob the Builder. Can we fix it? Bob the Builder. Yes, we can.
Hi, Bob the Builder here. I wonder if you can guess what I'm standing on. It's flat, it's hard. Cars and trucks use it for driving on. That's right, it's a road. Today, we're going to go on site and learn about roads and how they're built.
Hello, Bob. Oh, hello, everyone.
Hi, Rolly. I wonder what's got into these squirrels and rabbits. They look very excited.
They are. They've heard you're learning about roads, and they want to learn about roads too. They keep asking me questions. I know some of the answers, but they want to learn absolutely everything.
Well, don't worry, Rolly. They can learn with us. I don't think I've ever explained anything to squirrels and rabbits before.
It's easy. You tell me, and I'll tell them.
Okay, everyone, let's go on site.
Rock and roll!
Now, can everybody see?
Sure can, Bob. How about you guys? They can see, Bob.
Great! This is my computer. I've recorded films on it, which will tell us everything we need to know. Ready, everyone?
All okay over here, Bob.
Then let's find out how to build a road. Okay, the first thing we need to find out is which members of my team you need to build a road. Who's this? She's red, and she's got a big shovel for digging. Can you guess who it is? It's Muck! Muck's a digger. You need a digger to build a road. Sometimes you need more than one. Here's another digger. Can you guess who it is? He's yellow, and he's got 2 digging shovels. One at the front and an extra one at the back, called a backhoe. Do you know who it is? It's Scoop. And here's another digger. He's got an extra digging shovel at the back too, a backhoe. But he's smaller than Scoop, so he's useful for smaller jobs. Can you guess who it is? It's Benny! Muck, Scoop, and Benny are the 3 diggers I use, but there are other diggers too. We can have a look at some of them on my laptop. Let's go on site. Look at this digger! His shovel's even bigger than Scoop's. He's very strong. Look at all that dirt he's picked up. I wonder what he's going to do with it. Oh, he's dumping it into that big vat. Diggers have such big shovels that they can move lots of dirt at once. See how big this shovel is. Just look at all the cement pouring out of it. Now it's time to pick up the next load. What a busy digger! Here's another digger. He's using his backhoe. It's not as big as that first digger's shovel, but it still moves lots of dirt. And here's another digger. Look at the long arm he has. Just right for getting his shovel deep into that hole and digging out more dirt. This digger's dumping lots of dirt into the back of that truck. And this digger's picked up lots of dirt too. It can spin right around to dig anywhere. All the dirt gets dumped into the back of special trucks. Then they can take it wherever it's needed. Diggers really can move a lot of dirt with those big shovels. Well, we've seen lots of diggers, but you need other machines to build a road too. Machines like this one. Can you guess who it is? He's yellow with green stripes, and his big drum goes around and around. It's Tumbler. Tumbler's a special truck who pours concrete. But he's not the only kind. Here we are, back on site. This big tower is full of concrete. It's kept in here until it's needed by a concrete pouring truck. This one's white, but it looks a lot like Tumbler. These rocks are used to make the concrete. A digger picks them up with his shovel. Then he adds special stuff called cement. You need rocks and cement to make concrete. The rocks go up on these belts, all the way up, to a mixer. They're mixed up with the cement and some sand and water, and that makes concrete. Here's that concrete pouring truck. He's about to be filled up with concrete. Here it comes. Any minute now. There it is. Lots of concrete, filling up the concrete pouring truck. All filled up? Then off we go. Perhaps this truck's taking his concrete to build a road. Well, we've seen some diggers and a concrete pouring truck. But there's one more machine you need to build a road. I think you'll know this one. What do you think, Rolly?
Oh yeah, it's me, isn't it?
Yes, you've got your big, heavy roller at the front.
Yeah, for rolling things flat.
Rolly's a steamroller. He's very good at flattening. And roads need to be flat, or the cars and trucks will bounce up and down. There are other machines that flatten things too. Let's have a look back on site. This machine looks a little like Rolly. He's got a big steamroller too. He's a road roller. But a steamroller's not the only machine you need to flatten a road. Look at this machine. What do you think it's doing? It's moving lots of dirt. It's got lots of small shovels going around and around. They pick up all the loose dirt and take it away. This machine is called a grader. there are lots of different kinds. They all clear away dirt so that the road is flat. Then the steamrollers make it even flatter. They can move a lot of dirt, especially this one. Let's have a closer look at how it works. It's got a long, wide shovel that lifts away the dirt, so the ground behind it is flat and ready to be rolled. That shovel must be very strong to scoop away all that dirt. There it goes. Look how flat the ground is now. Now the steamroller gets to work. Its heavy roller rolls over the ground to make it even flatter. Those rollers and graders are all hard at work. Diggers, cement boring trucks, and rollers and graders. Those are the machines you need to build a road. What do the rabbits and squirrels think so far, Rolly?
They like it, Bob. They've got lots of questions, though. One at a time, please. She's asking, can we see the road get built right away?
Well, little squirrel, something very important has to happen first. Planning. Every time I build something, I always make a plan first. Sometimes it's a drawing of everything I'm going to do. And sometimes I even make a little model. I made this one when I was planning to build a whole town. That way, I could see where all the buildings would go and what sort of buildings they would be. If you plan with a drawing or a model, then everyone on your team can see what you're going to do.
But Bob, roads are just flat and long. What do you need to plan about that?
Well, actually, Rolly, there's quite a lot. Let's go back on site. These two people are making a plan. They're called surveyors. Surveyors work out how everything is going to be built. They need to be very careful when they make their plan. Look how many builders are going to help. They're all going to do different jobs in different places. That's why there has to be a plan, so everyone can check that they're doing the right thing. That way, everyone can work together, and the job gets done. He looks like he knows what he's doing. That's because he's seen the plan. This is a very big plan. They must be building a very big road. Once the planning is finished, it's time to start the actual building. There are 3 stages to building a road. Let's have a look. Stage 1, digging. Stage 2, building a foundation. Stage 3, laying the road. Okay, this is where we're going to build our road. Hello, little truck. You'd like to use the road? Well, we haven't built it yet. There are 3 stages first. 3 stages, that's right. Stage 1, digging. Stage 2. Will it take a long time? Well, we'll try and get it done as quickly as we can. Okay, little truck. See you when it's finished. Hello, Muck and Scoop. Right, Let's start stage 1, digging. We can't just put the road right onto the ground. Rain would wash it away, so we need to dig a hole for it to sit in. Thanks, Muck and Scoop. That's stage 1 finished, the digging. What's that, little truck? Is the road ready? Not yet. We've only done stage 1. Careful. Whoops. The road isn't ready yet, little truck. It's just a hole. Right. It's time for stage 2, building a foundation. Muck and Scoop are putting lots of rocks, stones, and gravel into the hole. The rocks and stones are very heavy, so they'll make a really strong foundation for our road. And that's stage 2 finished. Oh, hello again, little truck. Yes, I suppose it does look a bit like a road, but we've only done stage 1 and stage 2. Oh dear, little truck. We still need to do stage 3, laying the road. That's the part where we make the top smooth and flat, so it's easy to use. Never mind. We'll be finished soon. Here comes Tumbler. He's pouring concrete onto the foundation. That's what makes the road flat. And here's another machine. He's pouring asphalt on top of the concrete. Asphalt starts off soft, so Rolly can roll it really flat. When the asphalt dries, it gets very hard, so this road will last for a long time. Hello again, little truck. Yes, this road is ready. All 3 stages are finished. Bye, little truck. Have fun on a brand new road.
Now we've done all the planning, Bob. Can we get to see some real road building?
Yes, we can, Rolly. Are you ready? Here we go. Remember stage 1, digging. Scoop and Muck are digging. Look at the way they use their shovels. They use their front shovels to move lots of dirt. And Scoop's got that really useful little shovel at the back. Can you remember what it's called? A backhoe. He uses it for smaller holes when they have to be just the right shape. This digger has a big shovel at the front. And it has a backhoe too. The backhoe's got a special attachment on the end. This attachment breaks up the dirt, so it's easier to dig a really deep hole. This builder decides where to dig. And this builder keeps the hole wet. That's so all the dry dirt doesn't just slide back in again. And that's stage 1 of building a road, the digging. What do you think, Rolly?
Dig it! The squirrels and rabbits really liked it too.
Do you think they understood everything?
Oh, you bet. But why don't I go through it with them one more time? Let's hit it! How do you do it? How do you do it? How do you build a road? If you want to see, sing along with me. This is how you build a road. First you make a plan, make it nice and clear so people understand your brilliant idea. Then you need a digger, 1 or maybe 2, because if you build a road, digging's what you do. How do you do it? How do you do it? How do you build a road? If you want to see, sing along with me. This is
is how you build a road. Dig up all the ground, dig a great big hole, make it long and deep, make it rock and roll. Dig up all the earth, put it in a pile, go diggin', mile after mile.
Fantastic, Rolly! Did you remember everything from before? You did? That's great! Do you remember the next stage of building a road? Stage 1 is digging. This is stage 2. You put rocks, stones, and gravel into the hole to make it really strong. Can you remember what stage 2 is called? It's building a foundation. My machines are doing it here. Lots of heavy rocks and stones to make the road really strong. Let's see how some other machines build a foundation. These trucks are ready to start stage 2, building a foundation. Look at all those big rocks. They look very heavy. Perfect for a good, strong foundation. Look at that. It's a very big pipe, isn't it? The builders are getting ready to lift it. Up it goes. It looks very heavy. Can you see what's happening? The pipe is going underneath the road so that water can go through it. The next job is to spread the rocks out. Just rocks and stones make a very bumpy road. It's a good thing this digger has big tires. Another truck sprays on water. That's to stop all the dust flying everywhere. Here's another digger. He's going to put dirt on top of the rocks. Do you remember this machine? It's a grader. It moves dirt to make the road flat. Here's another one. And here's another. And another. So, that's stage 2 finished. Building the foundation. But that foundation's still going to be really rough and bumpy until we've done stage 3. Remember what happened to the little truck when he tried to drive on it? He bumped and rattled all over the place. But Tumbler poured something on it to make it really smooth. Can you remember what it was? Here's a truck just like Tumbler. What's he going to pour? Concrete! Although you could make a road out of something that wasn't concrete, if it was just a play road. These children are going to make their own special road. They need to gather all their materials. First, they're going to fill their buckets with sand. Then they can take the sand to where they're going to build the road. 1, 2, 3 buckets of sand. Now they need something else. Water. They're filling up the red watering can and the blue watering can. There, they've got sand and water. Good job, everyone. Now it's time for stage 1, digging. To make a nice straight road, first they need to dig a deep hole, just like their machines did, remember? That's right, really, really deep. Now they can use these pieces of wood to make sure their road is really straight. They're putting a brick at one end and another brick at the other end. Now they know that the pieces of wood are the same distance apart. What a straight road! Now it's time to mix the sand with the water. It's a bit like making concrete. Pour the water onto the sand. Then it's time to mix them together, just like tumbler mixing concrete. Stir it around and make sure it's all mixed together. There! Now that wet sand will be really useful for building. Now it's time for stage 2, building a foundation. These rocks will be perfect for that. They need to be laid out really flat, or the road will be bumpy. That's it. Make sure that foundation is really flat. The foundation is built. Now it's time for stage 3, laying the road. Pour on that wet sand, just like pouring concrete. That's it. Make sure it's really flat. We want the cars who use this road to have a smooth ride. Ha! They've done a great job. This road is as flat as can be. Time to take the bricks away. And the pieces of wood. And there's the road, ready to use. Good job, everyone. Time for a finishing touch on our road. Lines down the middle, so all the cars know which side to drive on. There they go, right down the middle. Now here are some road signs. This one says there's some building going on. And this one tells all the cars to drive straight ahead. I think there's one more thing this road needs, though. What could it be? Of course! Someone to drive on it! Like this digger. And this car. And this concrete pouring truck. There it goes, down that brand new road. Good job, everyone! Those children used wet sand, but builders use concrete to lay a road. That's stage 3. Let's have a look. Here's Dizzy. She's mixing up some concrete. Now she's pouring it out into a hole. Tumbler mixes concrete too, but he's much bigger than Dizzy, so he can mix up lots and lots. Sometimes I need a lot of concrete, and I use Tumbler. But sometimes I just need a little bit, and it's better to use Dizzy. They're both good at mixing concrete, though. Here's Dizzy pouring some concrete. And here's Tumbler. Just look at it all. Tumbler and Dizzy were helping me make a skate park. We used the concrete to make different shapes. Look at Dizzy go. She's not just good at concrete pouring. She's good at skating, too. Now let's look at using concrete to build a road. Once it's dry, concrete is really hard. So big, heavy machines can drive on it and it won't crack or break. Now we can see how some other builders use concrete for a road. Let's go back on site. Look at all those builders. They're getting the road ready to have concrete poured on it. They've been working all day, so it's time to go home to get some sleep. And at night, more builders arrive to carry on with the job. They've been sleeping all day, so they're fresh and ready to start. The builders need to finish this road as soon as they can, so they work all day and all night too. That way, the road gets built twice as fast. Here comes the concrete pouring truck. The builders make sure it's in the right place. Then press the button. And here's the concrete. It pours through the special metal grill. It's like a sieve to catch any rocks that are too big. This builder is scraping out all the concrete to make sure every bit gets used. There! All done! All the concrete's in. That's the first part of the job done. The builders look at their plans to see what's next. They're going to pump the concrete up from the truck through a long tube. The tube is attached to this metal arm. At the other end, the concrete pours out again. Onto the road. The builders move the tube around to make sure the concrete goes in the right place. And they spray extra water on it to keep the concrete soft until it's completely flat. Look at all that! It takes a lot of concrete to make a road. And it's a lot of work pouring it too. So it's good to take a break for a drink of water. Then it's back to work, making the concrete completely flat. Cars are going to drive on this road, so it's important it needs to be as flat as can be. This builder is working the concrete pouring machine. He controls it with the buttons on that yellow box. And here's another machine for making the concrete really flat. Everyone works really hard, all night long, to cover this road with concrete.
The rabbits and squirrels are saying they know someone who works at night too.
Really?
Their friends the hedgehogs look for food at night and sleep all day.
You better let the poor hedgehogs get back to sleep. Or they'll be tired when they start work tonight. Okay, now there's another thing we need to look at. Here's something being laid on top of the road. Do you remember what this is called? It goes on top of the concrete. It starts off soft, then gets hard. It's asphalt. Here's a steamroller. He rolls over the asphalt when it's soft to make it really flat, even flatter than concrete. First he rolls one way, then the other, to make the road as flat as it can be. The flatter the road, the easier it is to drive on. Now, let's see some of my machines do some driving. Here's the road all finished. Look at all the cars and trucks using it. It's a good thing it was built so carefully. Roads have to be really strong. Think how heavy cars and trucks are. And they drive up and down these roads all day long. But our road is strong enough, it was dug out deep. Then a strong foundation of rocks and stones was built. And that was covered with hard concrete and asphalt. Because of all those things, cars can use our road for as long as they like. Does that all make sense?
You bet, Bob. Let's hit it. How do you do it? How do you do it? How do you build a road? If you want to see, sing along with me. This is how you build a road. First you make a plan, make it nice and clear so people understand your brilliant idea. Dig up all the ground, dig a great big hole, make it long and deep, make it rock and roll. When you've got your hole, get some heavy stuff. Dump it in the ground, it's bumpy and rough. Concrete's what you need, make it nice and smooth. Paint some lines and arrows, do the road building groove. How do you do it? How do you do it? How do you build a road? If you want to see, sing along with me. This is how you build a road.
Brilliant, Rolly! Do you think we answered all the rabbits and squirrels' questions?
Oh, hang on a minute.
What are they saying, Rolly?
What about roads in the sky? What are you talking about?
I think I know what they might mean. Can you guess what the squirrels and rabbits are talking about? Here's a clue. A road in the sky is a road that goes up and over something, like a river. Or another road. Can you guess what it is? When the rabbits and squirrels say a road in the sky, they mean a bridge. It's quite a good name for it, actually. The team and I built a road in the sky in Sunflower Valley. There's a river running through the valley, and the people on one side couldn't get to the other side until we built the bridge. Then they could just drive or walk over it. Let's look at some of the bridges my team have built. Can you count them? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's go and have a look at one of the bridges we last built.
Wow! This is our bridge, all right. And
here's someone who was very useful when we built that bridge. Do you know who it is? He's blue and very strong. And he's got a hook. And sometimes a special magnet that picks things up. You know who has all those things? It's Lofty! Lofty the crane. Now, let's see some other cranes on site. Here's one. Can you see what he's doing? Drilling a hole. Instead of a hook, he's got a long drill to dig down deep into the ground. Here's another one. It's lifting a tall metal tower. This one's very high, with a hook. This one has an arm that bends all the way over. Look at this one. It has a special attachment, a shovel for digging up dirt and rocks. It's much bigger than muck or scoop shovel. It fits onto the end of the crane's arm, so it can dig, just like a digger.
Hello, everyone.
We were just talking about you, Lofty.
Were you? What are you doing, Bob and Rolly?
We're learning about bridges.
And how they're built. We've already seen how important cranes are.
Oh, I'm a crane.
Yes, you are, Lofty.
What's that? Bob, the rabbits and squirrels are saying that not all the roads in the sky, I think they mean bridges again, Bob, look like this one.
They're right, Rolly. There are 3 different kinds of bridges. Hello, little truck. Are you going for a drive? You need a bridge. Don't worry, little truck. We can build one for you. The first kind of bridge is a beam bridge. It's just a big beam that goes across the gap, made out of something really strong. Wait a minute, little truck. Even though the beam is really strong, it needs something else to hold it up in the middle. They're called supports. There! Now the bridge is really strong. I think you need a bridge here, too. Let's try the second kind of bridge, an arch bridge. Yes, an arch bridge. Instead of being held up by supports, it's held up by an arch. The arch makes it really strong. See how strong it is? Don't worry, little truck. There's a third kind of bridge, too. It's called a suspension bridge. The 2 supports are built higher than the bridge to make towers. The towers hold up the bridge with cables. Cables are made of metal, so they're very strong. Strong enough for little trucks. And strong enough for lots of big trucks, too. Don't worry, little truck. You'll be on your way soon. Have fun driving over your bridges. Let's watch these children build a bridge. I wonder what kind they're going to build. How about a beam bridge? What do you think? A beam bridge it is then. We'll need some building blocks and a truck for testing our bridge once it's finished. Everybody ready? Let's get building! That That's the beam in place. I wonder how strong it is. Time to test it out. Here comes our truck. Get ready, get set, drive! Oh dear, that doesn't look right. It's definitely not strong enough, is it? Huh, what are we going to do? I think she knows. Use the building blocks to make supports. That looks good. The bridge should be really strong now. The truck drives across with no problem at all. Thanks to those strong supports. Good job, everyone! We're going to look at how a beam bridge is built. Now, let's see. Here we are, back on site. Look at these heavy metal girders. They look strong. Strong enough to be supports for a beam bridge. These builders are making sure they're in the right place. This one's at the top. He's making sure the metal girders are all bolted together to make them really, really strong. And this builder's bolting them together at the bottom too. Look at all those supports. This beam bridge is very long, so it needs a lot of supports to keep it strong and steady. Is everything making sense?
Oh, you bet, Bob. I think so, Bob.
Well, I think we could do with a little reminder.
Yeah, let's rock on! How do you do it? How do you do it? How do you build a bridge? If you want to see, sing along with me. If you want to build a bridge. First you need a crane because it's really strong. The stuff they've got to lift is big and long. When you've got your crane, keep this in mind. You're going to build a bridge. Do you know what kind? How do you do it? How do you do it? How do you build a bridge? If you want to see, sing along with me. That is how you build a bridge. Build it really tall. Build it really high with those big supports. Make it touch the sky. When you're nearly done, you need some paint, you know, so all the cars and trucks know where to go. How do you do it? How do you do it? How do you build a bridge? If you want to see, sing along with me. If you want to build a bridge.
Good job, Rolly! And good job, rabbits and squirrels. You really did understand everything.
Rock and roll! I can't wait to make up the next song, Bob. We better learn more stuff. So I'll have something more to sing about.
Okay, Rolly. Let's see how these builders are getting along with the supports. They're still hard at work, bolting together the metal girders at the top. They're making sure everything's really strong. He's adding some more bolts at the bottom too. Here are some more metal girders being lowered into place by a crane. Cranes are very useful when you're building a bridge. Look at that bridge. It really is a road in the sky.
Wow! That's high in the sky, all right. Oh, Bob, it must be really hard building a road in the air.
Well, let's have a look, Lofty. Here are some builders pouring concrete for a road again. They're building a road on a bridge. This road doesn't need a foundation of rocks. The bridge is already a good, strong foundation, so the concrete can go right on top. That's what these builders are doing, pumping concrete out of that large pipe. The concrete is soft and wet at the moment, But once it's dry, it'll be very, very hard. The builders all work together to make sure the concrete is poured in the right place. It's hard work because there's so much of it. But you need a lot of concrete to make a good, strong road. This builder is using a small pipe. He's making sure that every part of the road is completely covered. The builders move the concrete around, making sure it's evenly spread. It has to be completely flat to make a road. This part of the road is almost finished. So, it's time to move the pipe to another part. All that concrete is heavy in the pipe, so it takes a few builders to move it. But they've done it, and here's the concrete. This builder's making sure it's all spread out. Everyone is working very hard. The machines are working hard too. A little more concrete to finish off. Making sure every part of the road is covered. And there it is. It looks very flat. Those builders have done a really good job. Once all that concrete's dry, it'll be as hard as a rock, just like a road should be. Look at all those cars and trucks. I wonder where they're going. All those roads must lead to different places. These children are going to draw some roads. Roads that all lead to different places. Let's start. This boy has some pink chalk, so he's drawing a pink road. With pink lines down the middle, so the cars know which side to drive on. But where does this pink road go? This truck's going to find out. The pink road leads to some sand. Maybe this truck's taking it to a builder. There he goes, back down the pink road. Now, here's a blue road. It's long and straight, with blue lines down the middle. But where does the blue road go? This big truck's going to find out. The blue road leads to some water. Perhaps this truck is taking water to a builder. Off it goes, back down the blue road. Now here's a green road, with green lines going down the middle. And here comes a green digger along it. I wonder where the green road goes. Ha! It leads to the park. Perhaps this truck is having a rest. The trucks are on the move again. And look, all the roads meet in one place. It's an intersection. Then continue on with their trips down the pink, blue, and green roads.
That was amazing!
Really, really good.
All those roads going to different places.
Where do you think this road is going, Bob? There are lots and lots of cars on it.
Yes, Rolly. One road is going right over the top of another road on a bridge. When one road meets another, usually some cars have to wait for the others to go first. That's an intersection. But if there are a lot of cars, it makes sense to build a bridge. Then the cars on the bridge can just drive over the other cars below, and they don't get in each other's way. Look how that road goes underneath the road on the bridge. The bridge is very useful. That's one bridge. This bridge is old. It's not very strong anymore, so it's time to replace it with a brand new one. First, the bricks from the sides of the old bridge have to be taken away. That's what these diggers are doing. It's called demolishing. Now here come some special trucks. They lift the old bridge up and take it away. Now here comes the new bridge. By the time morning comes, it's almost done. Everyone works as fast as they can to finish up. Soon the job will be done, and cars will be driving over a brand new bridge.
So we've learned pretty much everything there is to know about roads and bridges.
I suppose we have, Rolly.
What do we need now, Lofty?
Oh, a song? Can I join in this time?
Of course you can, Lofty. You too, rabbits and squirrels. We've got a lot to fit in. Let's hit it!
How do you do it? How do you do it? How do you build a road? If you want to see, sing along with me. This is how you build a road. First you make a plan, make it nice and clear so people understand your brilliant idea. Dig up all the ground, dig a great big hole, make it long and deep, make it rock and roll. How do you do it? How do you do it? How do you build a bridge? If you want to see, sing along with me. If you want to build a bridge. First you need a crane because it's really strong. The stuff they've got to lift is big and long. When you've got your crane, keep this in mind. You're gonna build a bridge, do you know what kind? Build it really tall, build it really high. With those big supports, make it touch the sky. When you're nearly done, you need some paint, you know, so all the cars and trucks know where to go. How do you do it? How do you do it? How do you build a bridge? If you want to see, sing along with me. That is how you build a bridge.
Did you enjoy that, Rolly and Lofty?
You bet! I can't wait until we learn how to build other things, Bob. Then I can sing about them, too.
Hello, Bob the Builder. Yes? Okay.
What's that, Bob? A job?
It's a job, all right. A road and bridge building job.
Rock and roll! We'll need our top team on it, Bob.
Top team?
Our squirrel and rabbit team. They know pretty much all there is to know about roads and bridges now.
Yes, they do. Can we build it?
Yes, we can!
Oh, yeah, I think so.